Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. Thank you for visiting my channel. Just to let you guys know, I'm a certified life coach and a certified shamanic healer. Um, and I'm here to help heal, okay? And like I stated in my introduction video, I'm going to be doing story times because testimonials can help people, get through any issues that they can relate to. So, like I stated, I've been through some stuff, and this topic that I'm about to go into, it's hard to talk about. More so because I feel ashamed of it, even though I was younger when it happened, but I feel ashamed of it. I regret it, but it was a life lesson for me. So the story time that I'm about to get into is the time I cheated on my husband. Now, and getting right into it, we were young. My goodness. I gotta ground myself for this video. Okay. So, yeah, we were young, and my husband had got locked up. I'm not gonna tell you why, but he got locked up, and he was locked up for about 6 to 7 months, and we had our child, our oldest child, and he was, I believe, 2, and we were already having issues before he got locked up, and we had already been together almost 3 years before this happened. And I was pissed. I was pissed at him. I was going through an emotional detachment. My mind was just, I didn't care. That's how my mind was. I didn't care anymore, right? And I was still upset that he broke up with me, and I was still feeling emotional about that before this happened. And I'm gonna tell y'all about that. I'm gonna tell y'all about that in another story. But we did break up. He did break up with me, and he came back the next day, but I didn't know the full story as to why he broke up with me. But I eventually found out why. But anyway, that's gonna be on another video. So back to me. So when he got locked up, I had multiple exes that I would talk to. I was a little promiscuous. I'll admit that as well. So there was one in particular one that I used to hook up with all the time. What can we call him? Because I don't want to give his full name. Let's call him Toto, because he's a dog. He's definitely a dog. But I don't want to say this, but I'm being led to say it. The sex was good. So that's why I used to go to him most of the time when I needed a man's comfort. And Toto would hit me up sometimes wanting to smoke. Yes, I used to smoke weed. And we would smoke. It would happen. That's that. So another ex I hooked up with, let's call him Lee. Let's call him Lee. And Lee is the boyfriend that I was with before I met my husband. We were on and off for almost 3 years. We were on and off. So this was a person that I did love. So I would hook up with Lee. I would hook up with Toto. I would entertain different dudes as well. Not necessarily sleeping with them, but I would entertain some dudes. With Toto, I only slept with him once. But with the other guy, what did I say I was calling him? No, Toto, I slept with multiple times. With Lee, I only slept with once. And remember, this is a 7-month span when my husband was locked up. And then towards the time he was about to get out, I was started to feel bad. And I'm just like, I gotta stop this. So granted, we were in communication over the phone and stuff, but like I said, I was emotionally detached. I didn't care. I was carrying a lot of emotion that pissed me off. So, but I never told him about what I was carrying within myself. So he gets out, and we're good. I don't tell him, and then I want to tell him though. Like, I want to tell him because I don't like to hold secrets, and he's very honest with me. Even when we were younger, he's always very honest and always told me the truth, you know. So I wanted to tell him, I just couldn't bring myself to tell him. So I would go to my best friend, let's call her Lily. I would go to my best friend Lily and discuss with her like how I should tell him, should I tell him. She used to be like, girl, you better take that shit to the grave. And I used to be like, I have to tell him, I feel too guilty. So fast forward, I'll say I had 4 kids. Yes, it took me that long to confess to him. 4 kids. I had 4 kids. So 3 kids later, I was very into my spiritual walk, and I was reading the Bible a lot. I was watching videos a lot. I was fasting a lot. Like, I was really coming into my spirituality. And my husband, for some reason, I feel like he knew something, because he will always say before he went to work, like, you know, the truth will come out during Judgment Day. You know, he used to say stuff like that. And I used to be like, So it was scared the crap out of me. So as the days kept going, I warned him. I told him I had something to tell him. And it's about cheating. And yeah. So once he came home from work one day, well, before he went to work, we decided that I tell him. And so he's at work and I'm at home. I'm scared. I don't know if he's gonna leave. I don't know his reaction, because I do remember the first time, this has something to do with this story. I remember the first time I told him, because he confessed that he cheated on me. So I was pissed. So I confessed that I cheated on him. We was young, okay? We was young, y'all. So his reaction to that was, y'all did not want to see that reaction. He punched the freaking TV. Like, it scared the crap out of me and went running out the freaking door. So that's another story, but I'm gonna tell y'all about that too. But me telling him about me cheating when he was locked up, this is tied into that story. But he came home, I made his plate, he sat down, he was eating, and he was like, you ready? And I wasn't ready. Like, it would not come out my mouth, y'all. Like, it was so hard to come out my mouth, but it finally came out. And I told him about all the dudes, and then I started crying because I felt bad and ashamed, and I felt like I should have told him way earlier. But listening to Lily, I did not want to tell him. I was gonna take it to the grave, but the spirit wouldn't let me, and it was something I was holding on to that was holding me back. So I had to release it. But at the end of the day, I did tell him, and he took it so well. Like, that was a man in my eyes that truly loved me, and he did not react how I thought he was going to react. He didn't leave. We're still together. And I appreciated him for forgiving me and for continuing to be with our family and grow our family. I mean, y'all, I love my husband to death. Like, my husband is a great man, and when I tell y'all he loves me to death, he literally loves me to death, and I love him to death as well. So that's the end of that. So we basically moved on from it. Some more stuff happened within our relationship, but I think when I first started cheating on him, I think I was about 2021. Yeah, I was 2021. But yeah, that is story time on the first time I cheated on my husband. And yeah, that was kind of hard to get out to y'all too. Like, I think it's still kind of affecting me. Because you know what? It was one thing my husband said to me when he was locked up and we were on the phone and I was doing what I was doing. And he was like, yeah, I was talking to a guy in here, and he was like, yeah, she cheating. And I'm trying to tell him, like, no, my girl ain't cheating, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, when he told me that, I just shook my head. That was the time I stopped. When he told me that, I stopped. I'm like, dang, I couldn't be an individual different from the other females that do cheat on their dudes when they're locked up. I could have been one of those females to not cheat on their guy when they're locked up. I could have been one of those. But like I said, I was going through some emotional stuff, and it happens. Not that I'm giving that an excuse, but that's the reason why I just emotionally detached. It's my sign too. I'm an Aquarius, so we kind of good at detaching emotionally when stuff is taking a toll on us. But yeah, okay, that is all the story I have for you. I am going to do a series of relationship story times with y'all. I'm gonna bring y'all into me and my husband's past life. We are not like that anymore, okay? We have fully grown, all right? So I would definitely see you guys on the next one. Hopefully this video will help someone that is dealing with not confessing something that is taking a toll on them with their partner. All right, love y'all. See y'all later.